definition of knee arthritis, it's a degenerative disease of the knee joint that causes progressive loss of cartilage. So as this is a very common problem and it affects middle-aged and elderly people, with about 10% of people in Singapore suffering from knee arthritis. Around the world, it's probably the leading cause of musculoskeletal disability as well. So what is knee OA or knee arthritis, and how do I know I have knee OA? Pain is the most common presentation or complaint, and 90% of patients first develop pain on the inner side of the knee, as you can see the picture there. And this is important to note. That's normally where it begins. Sometimes it spreads to the front of the knee as well, and so patients get pain just behind the kneecap. This pain is usually triggered by walking and standing for prolonged periods. Also, many patients have difficulty climbing stairs, particularly when it comes to climbing down the stairs. They seem to have no problem. Some patients also get stiffness, and they find that the knee is stiff when they wake up in the morning or after they've been sitting down for too long. Example, when they are on the bus or on the train. Knee swelling and warmth is also another common complaint, especially after patients exercise too much or they do too much housework. Deformity is another problem later on in the disease. As the arthritis gets more severe, up to 90% of the time, the deformity will be bow-legged deformity. That means the knees start moving further apart, like you can see at the bottom left. Yeah, about 10% of the time, you get knock knees, where the knees start to come together, as you see at the bottom right. So how do we prevent knee OA or knee arthritis? The risk factors for knee arthritis, we can divide into modifiable risk factors and unmodifiable risk factors. So we are obviously more interested in the modifiable risk factors. And for the knee, sometimes when you get knee injuries, it can lead to earlier arthritis in the knee. So if you suspect that you have twisted your knee and there's significant pain or swelling, please see a doctor early so that you can get treatment early. When you get early treatment, usually the damage is less and you get much better recovery. And this helps to prevent arthritis. A lot of the time, some patients will also say that they have jobs or occupations that require heavy lifting or repetitive knee bending. So in such jobs, it's important to take regular breaks while at work. And also, if there are heavy loads to lift, get colleagues to help out so that the load is shared. As we get older, a lot of times we become more sedentary and we don't exercise as much. So muscle weakness becomes another problem that can predispose people to arthritis. And we should lead a more active lifestyle. If we need to, we should exercise the knees more and get even the physiotherapist to help us strengthen the knee muscles. Also, as we get older, weight becomes more of an issue. So some people become more overweight. The answer to that is obviously diet and active lifestyle. We recommend either walking or swimming or cycling at least 3 times a week. Other things we can do, next slide. We can avoid high impact exercises, excessive squatting, and excessive stair climbing as well. And remember, when you do sports and you exercise, please wear proper footwear, because that not only supports your foot and keeps your ankle and foot in the right shape, but at the same time, it helps to reduce the stresses on the knee joint as well.
menonton video ini. Jangan lupa subscribe channel Tekon TV. Share video ini jika kamu mendapatkan manfaat darinya. Terima kasih.